Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, Gord, you're hurting hippie. Welcome, friends. For me, it's Thursday. You saw the beginning, the intro, Freedom Train. I usually only put that up when I've got more difficult things to share. Once again, our friendly YouTube, Google, Alphabet Company, whatever you want to call them, bunch of jerks is what I call them, are making it even more difficult for our hippie community to grow. But before we get on, and let me state right here, I ain't going nowhere. Okay, before I go on, folks, administrative stuff, please subscribe. The following video is going to explain very well how you need to be subscribed. They are changing things quite a bit here, and I think this is just the beginning of things. Although, when I first read it, that's the way I am, a little bit of panic, a little bit of issue with it, and then I read it over and over and I realize, for the most part, it isn't going to affect us too much, but it affects the growth. It affects the daily viewers that come to this channel and end up becoming regular viewers. You know what I mean? And maybe you don't, because I need to go on. What am I talking about? YouTube has once again refined and or changed how they handle adult issues. And yes, it's strange, but that little plant is considered an adult issue. The last time I looked this up, people who promoted wine or beer or hard liquor never had to set an adult-only tag. Now, maybe this is going to change it. I don't know. But for mine, they have gone after me so much for adult-oriented anyway, that as soon as I do anything cannabis-oriented, I set the adult-only flag. So, for the most part, for all you all, things aren't changing. You're still going to, as long as you're subscribed and get all notifications, you're going to still know when I'm going live. You're going to know when I've put up a new video. You can see them. You can share them. But even with sharing, there are some things that have changed. So, before I go further, many of you have asked for updates on the family, on the hippie house. First of all, my dad, thank you all. The last I heard was a couple days ago, because my sisters have taken a break because Dad was doing good. He had a couple of good days in a row, and without speaking out of the hospital, he may have met a lady around his age who's also having health troubles, and there may be a budding romance. And believe me, that's all I think my father needs, is focus, is a reason to be existing, instead of just daily visits by his daughters in a hospital where some nurses are great and some are kind of jerks. So he's doing okay. And I thank you all for constantly asking how my dad is. Pasha, still away. I haven't heard from him. It's his vacation. It's a little hard to not hear from your boy, but I'm heartened by the fact that I know he's having fun. And Cookie is up and down. Her back is still hurting her to the point she won't jump up or down too often, but she gets excited and does it and then hurts herself. But for the most part, she's doing well. Now, friends. Oh, and, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. Now, what the hell is YouTube doing? Okay, all they've done is tightened up on adult-only material. And I don't blame them. I mean, Steven Crowder did a really good video on the fact that he quite often gets, just by reporting news, gets told it has to be adult only. Yet there are a whole bunch of really crude videos out there, and I'm not even going to touch on them, that should be marked. I've left this one. I'm not going to do anything untoward, you know what I mean, because I want this one to be okay for all audiences, so that all you all know that this could change. One thing that will change is some of you watch me, I think you watch me not signed into YouTube, like on YouTube TV and stuff. That'll change, because any of my adult only, which is almost all my videos, will not be able to be seen by people who are not signed into YouTube. So let's read some of this. As a part of our ongoing commitment to keeping YouTube creators and viewers safe. This has nothing to do with keeping YouTube creators safe or viewers safe. This has to do with keeping YouTube out of court for being who they are. Again, back to the story, we've increased the use of automated systems along with our team of expert reviewers to apply age restriction to videos that aren't appropriate for all ages. With greater safeguards in place, you may see your videos on your channel placed behind an age restriction, which limits the content to viewers who are at least 18 years of old, and then they say, we anticipate little to no impact to your video monetization, as age-restricted videos are likely not suitable for all advertisers and will have already been rated as limited or ineligible for ads. As always, you can appeal an age restriction if you believe this was applied in error. The only thing that does to me, to all you all, that piece means nothing. I'm pretty aware of their restrictions, and I apply the age restriction myself while I upload it, most of the time accurately. Every once in a while they catch me and they go, oh, naughty, this one we placed an age restriction, you can appeal it. And I go, it's a fair cop, you know. So also, this is where it's going to start it's going to affect my Patreon supporters. Love you all. It's going to affect those of you who share my videos on other platforms. Quote, we've also adjusted the way our age restriction works off YouTube, prohibiting age-restricted videos from being viewable at all when embedded on most third-party sites. Users that click on an age-restricted video that's embedded in another website are redirected to YouTube, where they are only able to view the content once they have logged in. This helps ensure that no matter where the content is viewed, videos hosted by YouTube will only be viewed by the appropriate audience. I understand them doing that, but the impact to that means I have Patreon people who watched my unplugged videos, which most of you have not seen. It is the Hippie Raw, the Hippie Unplugged, and I put them on Patreon so they don't have to go to YouTube to watch it. Now they will always have to go to YouTube to watch it. I have queried my wonderful supporters in Patreon, and they have told me, do not worry, we're with you, Gord. We're sticking with you. Even if the channel doesn't grow very much anymore, we're sticking with you. One last piece, age restriction in Europe. In order to comply with recent regulations, we've also rolled out age restriction for viewers in the EU. If our systems cannot establish that a viewer is over 18, regardless of the age they signed up with on their Google account, we request they verify their age using a valid ID or credit card. So in Europe, if you aren't already validated, you may have a difficult time seeing some of my adult content. Please let me know. Please let me know if there's an impact to you. I'd hate to lose some of you all. My international component of the hippie community is something that I hold dear to my heart. I'm not going to say all your names because I'm going to miss one and you're going to feel out. You all know who you are. If you're in Europe, you're in my heart. If you're anywhere in this world, if you're a part of this community, you're in my heart. So that is the end of that. And that is just part of the rub, my friends, why I have Patreon. That's why I have it. Also, I'll also link there the live show. That's tomorrow morning, adult only. And let's see if we can struggle through and still help this channel grow a bit. Why do I want this channel to grow a bit? Well, one, I want to do that 5,000 video for you where I jump into the river, the Bow River, and even drink from it and swim in it. I want to do that with y'all. I want to hit 5,000, but I also want to hit a little bit more. If we get to more people, we make more people smile. The hippie community is happy with the hippie community. I have polled and found out that you all are quite happy with the way things are going. So as long as you are happy, the hippie's happy too. Friends, peace and cheers, love and harmony. See you tomorrow on the live show.